stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
Couple of good picks in some top-performing industries are on tap for this round of top stock picks. With Steve Reitmeister and Kevin Cook, they're going to each give you their pick, and each of their industries are performing pretty well. Steve, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I went with Fabrinet. They're what we call an electronic manufacturer, meaning they make other people's products. And when you take a look at the chart here, the price and consensus chart, because I always think this is where you start off. This is what tells the story about what's going on with the company the last 5 years. And going back here, just to make sure I got the time frame here, 2012, 2013, 14, it's kind of meandering. The earnings are kind of all over the place, and so the stock price is just kind of going nowhere because there's no real trend here. But as we get towards the end of 2015, the earnings start exploding higher, and not surprisingly, the stock price starts exploding higher. These guys are just getting a lot of new contracts, and the beauty with contracts in this industry is they're longer term. You don't sign on for somebody to make all your equipment for the short run and hope they do a good job. No, you do your due diligence, you pick out the right folks, and these contracts, when they come into place, it generally creates great visibility into revenues and profits in the future. So one of the great reasons why I got on board, besides the vast improvement in earnings estimates, is you can see here it kind of hit a peak a few months back at about 46. You can't blame people for taking profit. The stock nearly doubled in the course of a year. They're taking profits off the table, and now a new round of investors has come in. So I think they're picking up now around 40 to 42 is a phenomenal time for a company that has explosive earnings. And there's a reason why the average brokerage price, target price on the stock is 52, meaning there's a lot more upside, I think, yet to come. So this is why it's my pick today.
All right, Kevin, you have for us Broadcom.
Yep, Broadcom coming off another beat and raise quarter. Estimates have gone higher, price targets have gone higher. And this is why you buy it. This is the way you want to think about Broadcom. It's your blue chip arms dealer for at least 3 steadily growing segments of technology. And when I say steadily growing, I mean double digits. So first is wired infrastructure. They're building the fiber optic network that that AT&T is a customer, Cisco is a customer. Anybody building a cloud network or data centers needs Broadcom to come in there and put the infrastructure together. And it's also because the speed is getting ramped up. We're going to what's called the 100 gigabit Ethernet protocol, which is demanding Broadcom builds the hardware for that. That's 50% of their revenues. Another almost 30% is the wireless business, and Apple's a big customer. So when Apple is your customer, you want to pay attention to those sales, So you watch Apple's growth, you look what's happening in that industry, the stuff that Avago makes. They have at least anywhere from $10 to $14 of content in every iPhone. And that's going to keep going as we go to the 5G phones. The third area is enterprise storage. So, and that kind of ties back into the wired infrastructure. All those same customers, anybody building a data center or a cloud apparatus is talking to Avago about that. So let's take a look at the price and consensus chart. Steve likes to start there. I'm going to say that I started here 3 years ago with this stock and have just never looked back. We started buying it at 70, and I was just trading in and out of it. Trading 180 now. All the price targets went up to 210, because of this solid revenue and growth story. And if you think that the market is going to advance here and make another 5%, then Broadcom is going to hand you 10%. And you might get that. You could get that from Google and Amazon and Facebook too. But here you go. Here's an arms dealer providing the technology in 3 key areas that I think you'll easily get 10% on in 2017.
So what industry do we put this in? On Zacks.com?
The specific. I mean, it's semiconductors, right?
Right.
But
that's why I was a little confused.
Because it's doing the fiber hardware and the network connectivity, you know, it's actually in a couple different industries. The
Okay.
other thing I want to say about it in terms of valuation is it's trading right in the midpoint of its historical, you know, 10 to 17 times.
Right.
So it's going to, institutions are going to pay the higher multiple for it and push it to, you know, 14, 15 times.
All right. Do either of you own either of these?
I own Broadcom for my portfolio, my trading portfolio here with Zacks.
Okay.
I own Fabrinet, yes.
All right. Well, thanks for that. Don't forget, you can find out more about each of these companies and many others on our website, Zacks.com. If you're not there already watching this video, get on over to the homepage because there's where you begin to link to all of the interesting information. Stock commentary, picks, and picking strategies, all there for you. With Steve and Kevin, I'm Terry Ruffalo.